I want to tell you a story, but the best ones always start at the beginning.
Here we have Alexandra Regalati.
Alexandra Ganado. My name is Alex.
Hi, it's me, Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex.
So I grew up in the 90s, and my mom practically had a camcorder taped to her hand, filming every single thing we did. Once I was old enough to figure out what was going on, I wanted a piece of the action.
You like this camera? Alex, just push the button.
Bye, y'all. Look at me.
Don't drop it.
I was kind of obsessed with film and TV back in the day, so I'd find any excuse to set up our camcorder, recreate scenes we saw very badly, or write and direct our own terrible movies.
Oh my God, he's dead.
Here we are with our director.
It was cemented from the beginning. I want to go to Hollywood. I want to work in the industry. This is my dream.
Cut! Cut!
And I'm gonna go to UCLA and I'm gonna study film, television.
But life doesn't always go as planned, and I didn't get into film school. Instead, I got a job at the TV station, which ended up being a blessing because I learned to write, direct, produce, everything.
Well, now that we know what we use our Bruin card for, let's get something to eat.
All right. And then after graduating, you just kind of fake it till you make it. I started a production company with friends. We got a lot of freelance clients and gigs. And then one day I got hired on my very first TV show. So I did this for about a decade, moving up, eventually producing indie movies and shows. And it was amazing. Like, if little Alex could see me, she would be really proud.
What, Mama?
I was actually accomplishing a lot of my goals, but I wasn't happy. I'm just feeling really sad and alone, honestly.
And I feel like I'm deteriorating.
It all kind of started a few years ago. This feeling deep inside me that something wasn't right, but I didn't know what it was. So I examined every aspect of my life. I tried religion, astrology, a lot of therapy. Kiara taught me like a visualization exercise where I'm a tree. Medication. I moved apartments, got new friends, a new boyfriend. I started focusing on my health and my hobbies. If there is a personality and aptitude test that exists, I have done it. I live for those things. A lot of that was great and helpful. I still do new moon ceremonies, but it didn't really fix the problem, and I still felt lost. This is where I need to interject and say that the habit I had, recording all these things I did when I was a kid,
Can you give me the camera for a minute? I do want to take you a picture. Mom will done with this cookie, so you promise we can watch it?
I still did it, even as an adult. One day, I decided to organize all my vlog footage by year because that's my idea of a good time. And it's really interesting. When you watch yourself back with fresh eyes, you notice new things. At this point, I had had years of separation, so I was seeing a pattern. And throughout all this time, I was saying similar things.
I'm just getting tired of working. It's so exhausting and I don't want to do it. I just don't want to work. Sounds awful. I just work nonstop. I really want to figure out what I want to do and do something different. I'm dreading going to work. I had an awakening with work. I really do want to leave.
I hated my career. I really didn't like it. I had convinced myself that no, it's normal. Everybody just cries in their car and hates their job. And maybe they do some days, but I think I never had the heart to ask myself, is this really for me?
I just want to know myself. I want to love myself.
It was like the point of no return. So I quit my job as head of post-production, and for 6 months, I just had a total reset. I traveled.
I'm just sitting with the fact that I'm even here in a foreign country climbing a mountain after I quit my job and I have no job to return to.
I read, I slept a lot, and I managed to just reduce my stress levels. And then I just reflected, what do I want to do? What's my purpose? What's gonna bring me joy? I don't think I can answer that question right now, but I have decided to start this channel kind of as an exploration of figuring it out. My first goal is just to fall in love with filmmaking again, because clearly it meant a lot to me as a kid.
It's already running. Hi, I'm the cameraman Alex, and I'm gonna teach you how to go. Cut. And the whole thing was filmed by me.
I actually got my start working in documentaries, and I wanted to be an editor, but I kind of gave up that dream because I got scared. Second, I really want to force myself to continue this habit of looking back. I think for so many years I was obsessed with the future, achieving more.
And the plan is, that's the plan. That's our plan. I'm just the type of person that likes to do everything planned.
I didn't appreciate how far I had come, and I never checked in with myself.
Future Alex, watch this back. I'm holding you accountable. Future me is gonna watch this and be like, Alex, shut the fuck up.
I'm just gonna create. I'm gonna see what comes out of this. I wanna figure out a way to move forward. Part therapy, part diary. I plan to rewatch, rethink, and reframe. I went on this journey where I questioned everything. I'm about to get really meta. We'll get there. It's just not today.
Well, that about wraps it up. Turn it off. The end. Now this is really the end of our show.